MotoGP fans come to congregate, and fanboys fear to tread. Excellent races, not
There you go.
races plural, plural.
Yeah.
The the sprint race was great. I mean, he came
Hmm.
from the back, and I was glued to my chair,
Yeah.
through there.
I kept seeing the lead changes like this change. I mean, at least the main race um was really entertaining, seeing the lead changes.
Yeah,
Um, congrats to Famir Aldeguer. Man, he was like 6 seconds ahead, I saw.
yeah, I know.
It's like, what
Yeah,
in the world? How is he?
they changed. I know they changed. They had the harder edge tire, the new tire, and I think they ditched that for the a softer tire that didn't hold up as well. But they just threw the dice, and
Yeah,
it helped. And
yeah.
he flew.
Seemed like there was a lot of crashes, like during practice. So I
Yeah.
was thinking maybe the grip wasn't, some spots they didn't have any grip.
Oh, the Mandalika track is slippery and dirty.
Hmm.
You know, the Hondas did well, but when you say they did well, they're doing better for the the fanboys saying they're the next greatest. Now they're the best thing on sliced bread. They're off. Okay, they're
Hmm.
looking at the goggles. Um, yes, it's a top 10 bike. But it's not top tier bike. Uh, you always look better. Like I said, when you have like a wet track, it evens up the field. You've heard that before. Well, it does the same thing with a dirty, slippery track. It evens
Hmm.
up the field more. So,
Yeah,
and then they did pretty well today.
yeah, and yeah, man, he's been on it all year. I was just thinking about when I saw him up front and saw, them saying that he's also a rookie. That's kind of interesting that but they were saying it was the same way in Moto 2. He kind of had a edge to him that um he was ahead of the pack. He's not.
They jumped right on him early.
Mhm.
They signed him up early for a little while. People were like, "Whoa, what did you really screwed up on that one?" But then he
Mhm.
came around,
Yeah.
and here you go. He's winning a race.
Yeah, he came in what, like, seemed like he was mid pack, like as soon as he as a rookie, he came in pretty strong, almost like Pedro did in his rookie year
Yeah.
on the satellite bike.
Yeah, I didn't realize something, and it just until the announcer said, uh, Quartararo has not won a race since 2022.
Yeah.
I'm really seeing more about him saying
Oh
"Hasta la
yeah. That I
Vista."
saw that. It sounded like, yeah, the subtitles. So I'm glad they put the subtitles because he was speaking in um it wasn't Spanish, I think Italian or something, but
French.
yeah. But he said, similar remarks. Marquez, I think they asked him when he ride a satellite bike, and
The
he
ATA.
said that, Marquez did the same thing. He started on a satellite bike and he was more competitive on a satellite bike.
Mhm.
So they were saying, how do you feel about riding a satellite bike?
Yeah.
And it sounds like he's saying, I'm fine with that. If it's competitive, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, because it
So
was just like Rossini. I mean, it was a satellite bike, but it was damn close, if not spot on, to a factory bike.
mhm.
You know,
So I don't know. It sounds like he's in. He said he's talked to he's in talks. Like he's not saying I haven't talked to anybody.
right?
It sounds like, yeah, I've talked to different people, but we're still trying to figure out which is the best option.
Yeah, I don't think that Yamaha's making the right move, holding the V4 back from him.
Yeah.
I think it's just adding dirt to the wound.
Hmm. I think they're trying to get out of bringing it in and paying, to develop it.
I think they want to bring it to him when it's perfect. When it's competitive, and it's
It's
to
too
say,
late.
look, we did what we promised, right?
Hmm.
And it ain't there. So
Um,
so
are they saying that, hey, we made this bike for you, but this bike isn't competitive, so we're not going to bring it in?
Right.
if it's not going to help the situation. But Fabio's like, hey, just give me anything and I'll
Yeah.
make up the difference.
Yeah. I want something. At least I know what I'm on is not competitive. I know I can't win
Right.
we're on.
Right.
We can only go up from here.
Hmm. I
So
say bring it in. I say ditch the, it's gonna be more costly developing two bikes. Like you spent the money on the inline, but now you're developing a V4.
well, they're
So
developing it as it is, so it's not
mhm,
saving them any money. I mean, they're
mhm.
developing, but they're developing it with somebody else. They're going to
Really,
test.
is it three bikes because they're developing the inline,
Right?
developing the V4, and then now you're
They
developing the.
stopped developing the inline. That's a dead
That's
horse.
it.
Done.
Okay, done. So yeah, they need to bring in. I say just bring it in. Let them. Because you. I feel like at this point you're trying to keep your best rider.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
if
it is.
he goes, I think they're gonna be in trouble. If he goes, like, let's just say he go to Aprilia, let's just say KTM, let's just say maybe the top, what Ducati, KTM, Aprilia. If he goes
Right.
to any one of those, he's gonna be more competitive. I feel like.
I and I'm not bashing Honda, but I don't like the way they do their business. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Do
You know,
you
I don't.
think that's in? Do you think that he's considering going to Honda?
Well, now it's a top 10 bike, and they'll pay him a ton of money. I hope he doesn't get tempted because Honda does have a tendency to go. I want the rider to win. I don't want to
And
put
they're
the money.
gonna.
They don't want to put all this money into the bike. They're not really trying to make the best bike. They're trying to make a bike that's good enough.
Mhm,
That's Honda's mo, right?
right.
Um, and as soon as he gets in there, they're going to. I bet dollars to donuts they're going to drop the program as far as development program. It's going to, the budget's going to turn into half.
Hmm. They're gonna give him that money that they would put into the bike.
Yeah,
So that
somewhat
I think
less.
price wise, that may be something he may be interested in as far as like him getting paid or
But
compensated for that.
yeah, because he spends money like a
Hmm.
whore.
Yeah.
So
So yeah. So that, I mean, I would hate to see that, but
girls get pretty pricey.
yeah, let's just say they give him what, a couple million more than what he's making now.
Yeah, that's sure. That's a lot more than their budget has to be as much as everybody else put together.
Hmm.
You
I
know?
thought I thought we were, yeah, their budget is, they have more than enough. I feel like to
Oh yeah,
put it. I understand them not putting it into the bite because they don't know what to do. They don't have the engineers to tell them
right,
this is where you're missing, you're lacking at. So they're like, okay, so if we don't know, then let's just get a rider that can,
right,
get us,
right.
that
We've
can
done
win
this.
us the race
I mean, you don't realize how long have they depended on a rider to get their ass out of a sling? It,
forever.
yeah, it's forever. I mean, it goes
Mhm.
back to Doohan and
Yeah.
before Doohan. I mean, that's decades.
Hmm.
Okay, back all the way to Halewood for God's sake. They
Yeah.
were the best rider out there. They paid him out the wazoo. Um,
Right.
so
I thought we were gonna see, since we're talking about Honda, I thought we were gonna see Marini on the podium.
mm, yeah,
'Cause-
Marini's been about the best one they have right now.
Oh yeah, you think he's better than uh not Renz, Mir. You think he's better than Mir?
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
he qualified in sixth.
that's a
Mir,
that's a
not
tough
Mir, but
call.
Marini.
It seems
Mhm.
like they take turns a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
They're never, both of them are never strong on the same track. It's either one or the other.
yeah,
So, but yeah, Marini was looking pretty decent out there. So they're I don't know. There seems like they're making some headway.
yeah, but it's not. They made headway about their last jump. They made headway, but it's not every week they're making it better and better.
No. It's slow. It's really, really slow.
Yeah, like I
Um,
said, they're now in a top 10 bike. To get it to get in the podium, they gotta need some luck on their side.
right. It seemed, and then I don't know. I thought we would see VR46 up front, like at the top. I don't know what's going on over there. They were pretty, you know, in the beginning of the year, they were pretty consistent, but now they're falling off. It
Yeah,
seems like.
they were they were qualifying well, and that seems to have fallen off. The
Hmm.
qualification.
Hmm. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, man, Honda's looking pretty decent. I think he's gonna leave, man. If they don't give him something next year, I think Fabio's out of there.
You know, I think he's going to take over. You know, he would be a good spot at Raul
Hmm.
Fernandez's spot. He could be the chief cook and bottle washer over there.
Yeah, I don't
He
know
would be
what's good, but it's you don't think Raul he finished sixth place. I mean, you don't think he's trying to
yeah, but
save his.
if you flip a coin long enough, it falls on its edge.
Hmm. He does that. I think he does that every year. He'll at the end of the year he'll start, fighting. And it's like, why are you fighting at the end? You should. I would think you would want to fight in the beginning, and show everybody why you're here. I'm here to win. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was the bike, some issues with the bike, which yeah, I don't know. These Aprilia, it seems like in the beginning of the race, they're taking longer to get up to temperature. I don't know if it's the brakes, the tires, they're hitting. I was just thinking of
I mean, no, with
yeah.
when he was pulling away.
Yeah, but when
That
they're
this is the first time this has happened, though. They think it was the clutch winch. The clutch plates were bad.
so the same as far so the same issue with Martine. These are they different issues, or are they the same issue of them, not having it seemed like they're not able to brake, or I don't know if it's grip or the brake or the tire, to
I
where
didn't.
they're running into riders
Oh,
in the
oh.
corner. Yeah, in the corner. In
I
corner entry.
think that was a rider getting excited. You
Oh,
know,
he's just
just get
overconfident.
just over exuberant.
Hmm.
You know, you got Mark Marquez, and you're going, man, I gotta get around him quick.
Yeah, yeah,
You still have that in your head, even though he's having a bad weekend. You still have it in your head. I gotta get around him. You know.
yeah. On the inside, it seems like they're trying to go inside in the corner
Mhm.
with no grip.
Yeah, and Mark
So,
Marquez, in my opinion, he had slowed up and was turning in,
yeah,
and then he got hit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it was not only him coming into the corner, it was Mark Marquez going across the corner. It
Hmm.
was a combination of
They're
the two.
going opposite. They're going like this,
Yeah.
boom, and they
Yes.
met. They met. As soon as they, it seemed like as soon as they turned into the corner, that's when they met. Boom. The
Yeah.
same thing with Martine. As soon as you get into that corner, they can't slow the bike down and get it over.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah. These bikes do not just flow over, folks. They don't just glide in. You fight that thing because what it wants to do, that bike from gyroscopic effect, it wants to stay straight up.
yeah,
So you gotta like force it down. You know,
right.
it's not like our bikes. It'll move a little bit, but that's what we do in the street bikes. You're not fighting it
Hmm.
so much. But when you start getting into heavy angles, that bike wants to pull itself back up again.
Yeah.
So what's that? You know what? Speaking of Marquez and getting in smack, what's up with it? Do you hear anything else about this mystery? I call it the mystery injury.
With Marquez.
Yeah, it seems like it's very, very, very late for people knowing what's going on with him. This accident,
Um,
these injuries.
he's it was a fractured it's either fractured shoulder or collarbone.
I've heard, yeah, collarbone, shoulder, a broken arm. I've heard that, and tendons.
Hmm.
Torn tendon. I mean, that's four different things.
Yeah. Hey, maybe a combination,
What, a little bit
because
each?
that arm, it's like he was holding that arm like, hey, this is And I'm trying to think, is that the arm, the same arm that he broke?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that's a little bit worse if you're
Supposed,
fracturing an injured arm.
supposed to break. It's supposed to get tougher when you break a bone. When it
Hmm.
heals, it's supposed to be stronger than it was before
Yeah,
originally.
supposedly, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking how many they had to go in that arm like 4 times.
But that's is it when they say that they mean stronger. Sometimes to get stronger, it gets brittle,
Hmm.
so that makes it worse. It makes it more apt to break again.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, when you have to keep going in that arm, you they gotta move stuff out the way. They gotta move nerves, all kind of stuff out the way that can, impact your feel of the bike. So, but I know, Marquez is strong, regardless. So, and he came back. Look, he's world champion, right? So,
Yeah.
I think he's still gonna be good. It's just, and then let me look at something else. Yeah, he qualified ninth. It's if you're not in the top, I feel like if you're not in the top six, you got to be real careful. Like starting a race like ninth and down,
Oh yeah.
like mid pack, because people are trying to get the advantage or whatever, get a good start, get
Yeah.
try to fight in the beginning,
And they're trying to
and
make up space. They're not trying to make up one space. They're trying to make up four, five.
right.
You know what I mean?
So it's easy. And then is this Bez? Bez is no, this isn't his second time. I thought it was his second time hitting him or
No.
getting into a crash or whatnot. But
Oh no, no, no.
yeah,
The last one you're thinking of when Martin just hit him.
yeah,
Martin.
Martin. So Martin hit. Oh, he hit Bez.
Yeah.
Martin hit Bez. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they got to be extremely careful. Those Aprilias. I wonder if they get. See, I didn't see. Did he get a penalty? Anything? Did he get a warning
They
for
didn't
taking
see
him
it.
out?
They were talking about he might get one, but that was as far as I can see it.
Hmm. So yeah, he got to be careful, man. At least he can take some time off. Marquez, he already won. I was thinking
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. He could.
What am I gonna do? I want to have a lemonade, and I'm
I
gonna
already
watch.
won. I'm good. I can take time to heal and chill and relax. I
Yeah.
did what I had to do. But if he would have knocked him off before he won,
It's 100 degrees.
yeah,
I'll sit
I
here
would
and
I would take some time off. Hey, I'm injured. Let me heal for the next season. Um, but yeah, that would have been horrible if he hit him off like the last race. If he would have hit Marquez before he won,
right.
that would have been horrible, man. You
The
wouldn't
problem
have heard the end of that.
since the Hondas are made a jump forward, right? Shouldn't they
Mhm.
stop concessions? That was the whole point of it, right?
They should. I mean, depending on see, they haven't been on a podium. I don't know if it's I know it's a points thing, but
Yeah, they made a point. They made a podium.
oh,
Uh,
okay. Let me see.
did they make a podium in the last sprint race?
Let me check. Let me check. So yeah, oh yeah, he did. He was third. He was third in the main race
Yeah,
and fourth in the sprint.
I know it's tough because somebody crashed out in front of him, and I think that's made him third.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
had
I
a
don't
real
know if that's enough though. I think it has to be consistent.
no. I think it's just supposed to be a you have to make a podium.
Okay.
Podium.
So yeah, they should
I don't
lose
know if
concessions a little bit.
forgetting if they had just wiped that out, the concessions. They just went, no, we're going to give you concessions until we say so, because they were just giving them, like I said, the FIM wants the Japanese manufacturer to win at all costs, which that I hate.
Mhm.
I would be hated if it was European had to win at all costs, but it's not. It's the Japanese got to win at all costs. I think it ruins a part of racing. So
I mean, I don't know, exactly the ins and outs of it, but I mean, I like seeing different manufacturers, and that's what we got Ducati,
right,
KTM,
is
Honda.
necessity is the mother of invention. If they didn't have the concessions, they would work harder at the
Yeah, it just take longer though. It'll take longer. It'll take about 2 or 3
No, it doesn't
seasons.
necessarily make it to go longer. They actually go faster on their own merit.
I don't know. You talking about Honda? You talking about Japanese? They don't even want to bring in a new bike that's not competitive. And Honda, they want the rider to win for them. So they don't want to do anything.
Sure, I'll give you that.
They don't want to do anything. They want the rider to do all the work. Hey,
Polar
just ride this bike and win. They want a
Yeah.
Marquez. They want Marquez on a Yamaha and a Honda to do all the work.
They're
And
already kissing his ass and thinking, oh, he's going to come back because they made it now that the Honda's a top 10.
nah,
Yeah,
I think it's too easy. Like he's on easy mode. I feel like Marquez is just on easy mode. He's just riding. He's not even pushing. He's not even fighting. I don't think he even had to fight with anybody this year.
yeah, yeah.
Last
Really?
year, I think he did. Last year he was fighting with Pecco a little bit. But yeah, man, he's had a I feel like this is on easy mode. He was always 2 seconds ahead of everybody. Or at least
Yeah,
a second.
yeah.
So I'm like, geez, this guy is on another
Marquez's
level.
grandfather would club him over the head for going back to Honda.
Yeah,
Because
he's
remember,
not
the
going
grandfather
back.
don't like Honda. Yeah, the grandfather don't like him because he said they're using you.
I think the only way he would go back is for money.
No, he don't want the money. He don't care
He
about the
don't want
money.
the
If he
money.
cared
So
about the
yeah.
money, he wouldn't have went to Grassini.
So there's no incentive. He's not incentivized.
And as the grandfather also said, "You have enough money that we can all live to the end of our days in comfort. Why
Mhm.
kill yourself?"
But
You know?
the granddad didn't want him on the Honda. He said, "Get off of that
No,
Honda."
yeah,
He said,
he
"Get off
said
of that."
they're using you. They're making you do all the
Right.
work.
You're gonna hurt yourself even more riding that Honda. So I think that's what influenced him to
Yeah,
go with. And then the brothers on the Ducati. That was
yeah.
it.
Grandfather apparently had been talking to him years before, saying, "Get off the Honda."
Hmm.
You know?
He was seeing him crash so much. You know.
Yeah. He's saying your bike sucks. Everybody else back, it's you winning and everybody else in the back. You know.
Right. Right. So yeah, I think he's in a perfect position right now. He might as well just see what he can do. Maybe squeeze out another championship, maybe two.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that the new owners will come in there and they'll stop this influence bit. The Honda's
Hmm.
influence on the FIM and
Yeah.
say, listen, you're gonna stand on your own 2 feet. We're not gonna, you know.
Hmm. They should. Everybody should be at zero in
Yes.
2027. Everybody should be fresh
Yeah.
start. No concessions. No
Yeah.
influence. None of that.
This concession shit should have rubbed out 2, 3 years ago. Maybe
Yeah.
give it the reason. You can see the original reason when somebody starts out, right? Like if BMW came in, okay, you can
Hmm.
see the reason. It's a good reason.
Yeah.
But not. Oh, we're here for 50 years. We have the biggest budget, by far, and we want concessions, and we want it for everything, you know,
Okay.
and we want to ban all their other, Ducati's tech, they're just too good. Well, what,
Hmm.
you know, what
Yeah.
that's racing? Oh, their bike's too fast. Cut it down. Is that
That's what
racing?
they do. They do it in World Superbike too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the name of the game. They've done that for well. I know in racing in general, they do that all the time.
Oliveira's taking over Toprak's seat in World Superbike. Did you know
That's
that?
gonna be interesting. I don't that's interesting. That's interesting. He should be wiping everybody. He should be cleaning the field.
But it's World Superbike.
Yeah, if you're on a that's a so
And he's a seasoned rider, and it's not like that's not his first time around the track in MotoGP.
yeah. So he
Years
should
ago
be
they thought he was the in thing going to Aprilia,
hmm
and he just dropped the ball. Then the shit hit the fan. He couldn't find his ass with both hands.
so
Uh,
he should be excelling then in World Superbike.
yeah, yeah, and he's going up
Yeah.
against I'll never
Bulaga.
get Bulaga,
Hmm.
but Bulaga now is going to have that the V4R that they
Hmm.
didn't have before because they delayed it a year. the one with
Yeah.
the double-sided swing arm, and double-sided swing arms make a bike handle better. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
So
no arguing about that.
that's gonna be tough. Who's replacing? Do you know who's replacing?
And they made a bunch. If you see that bike, they made a lot of improvements on that.
Yeah, the arrow. They changed everything. It seems like the swing arm, the arrow. I'm pretty sure they changed the electronics too.
The Aprilia actually had nipped it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The Aprilia RSV4 was number one for a while on the standings for the testers. You know what I mean? But then this new one came out, and they said no, this is back on top. The Ducati V4. Yeah.
Oh, Ducati V4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This new one, the V4R is the, it's like the V4R is the best. Then comes the Aprilia RSV4, and then the Ducati V4S. But you know what? The V4R costs $50,000, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
The Aprilia RSV4 costs $25,000. That's not before the discounts, right? I'm sorry. I'm buying an RSV4.
Yeah, not paying $50,000.
Yeah, I'm not that good.
I'm not paying that much. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't get the most out of freaking mini bike these days. So
yeah, I don't see you paying $50,000 for a bike that you really can't even. I think that's just a showpiece. I think the V4R, granted, is fast and it's a good bike on track, but who's 9 times out of 10 these people are riding these bikes on the street?
Oh yeah,
So
exactly.
what's the point of having all of that? A $50,000 bike.
It's hard to call the V4R and the Ducatis a homologation special because they sell so many.
Yeah, you have to.
You think of it like if you get the Yamaha R1N, okay, they sell 20 of them, and you say, well, it's a special bike, it's a one-off bike. The Ducati really isn't a one-off bike because so many people buy the goddamn things.
Yeah,
for a status symbol.
Mm-hmm. They try to make it fair, like, oh, this is a street bike that is a track bike as well.
Yeah.
So that's like the rules. They do that. They do that with everything. You have to sell so many. You can't just make a one-off bike for the track that nobody else can ride.
Right.
I mean, MotoGP, that's MotoGP. That's different. World Superbike, yeah, you got to make something that everybody that you can sell to anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And by the way, I jumped off topic. Sorry, but the KTM seems to have made a jump too. As far as
but it only seems like Pedro is the only one that can really ride it. I mean,
more of a jump than anybody else.
You said what's that?
Pedro made more of a jump than anywhere else, but
right.
But
Bender's in there. He's in there. He was fourth.
Bender did it too, though. Bender's made a jump himself.
I don't know how he did that. When I was watching it, he was ninth, and then I guess he just randomly jumped up.
Well, that was crashes. There was crashes. How many crashes did we have this race?
Let me see. We got Bastianini, Pecco, Mir, Bez, and Marquez.
That's 5. Jesus.
Yeah.
And what the hell is going on with Pecco?
No comment. No comment, man. This guy.
In his head. I'm sorry. It's in his head. You don't dominate one race and then.
That's Pecco, though. That's Pecco.
Dead last.
That is Pecco. I mean, it's getting worse, but remember, Pecco was like that. He'll dominate 2 or 3 races. Well, in previous years, he'll dominate a couple of races and then he'll be mid-pack. And it's like, why is that so? Why are you dominating on one track and the next track you're mid? Like, what is going on?
That's the head job, too.
Mm-hmm.
Not the kind you're thinking of. But
he's uncomfortable.
Maybe with Fabio with the pearls, but
yeah.
Joking there,
yeah. Fabio, I know, but I gotta give it. I mean, Fabio's been consistent. I mean, he's consistently like 8th place, but at least on different tracks with a bike that's not on up to par, you're still, you know, you're still you're consistent basically.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. Yeah, Pecco, man, I don't know what is going on with him, man. He's I don't know how they would keep him. How would you
And
keep somebody that's not
yeah,
consistent?
that is such a tormenting question. I just and Pecco doesn't even like after the race. He was just whistling Dixie. It didn't seem like it was like he wasn't pissed off or God damn it, expecting
Yeah, yeah,
throwing his
yeah.
towels down and God damn it, I
Right,
can't this piece of shit.
right.
Even if it is him, he would think he would still be pissed off, at least at himself.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like every time they show him, he's like real calm. He's like, he's
Look
not
at that.
like he's not like, hey man, we got to get this right. Like, let's make sure that this is that and this is this. Like, he's
Yeah.
just like, hey, whatever. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. It's
Yeah, this thing can't pull an old whore off a wet piss pot. You know what I mean? Well, come on, let's go.
right, right. That's I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a champion behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a champion is always on the ball. Like, hey, we got to get this right. Like, I gotta
Yeah,
win. I gotta, whatever it
yeah.
takes to win. I'm doing
You
it.
see Quartararo going in the pits. He ain't a happy camper.
No,
You
you're
know.
not. He's like,
You
let's
know.
go, let's go, let's go. He's like, they were waiting. He's like, let's go. And then I remember they showed something. He was in the box. He was like, we have to go when I say go. We have to do this. We have to do that. And I'm like, oh man, that's what I want to see. He's trying. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
this is not right. We gotta improve. We gotta do better.
yeah. And there's no fancy hairdos this year. He just has the regular hair. He's
Yep.
concentrating on the bike and not instead of
Hmm.
a fashion show. You
Yeah.
know.
He's been starting the bike. They'll show him sometimes. He'll crank the bike up himself, like the little starter,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that thing is. Yeah, he'll do that. He's like, I want to do it. I want to start the bike. I
Mm.
want to check. I want to check everything. It's like, geez, this dude, he want to be a mechanic too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a lot of the
So,
best in the world were you know what's odd? Jack Miller. There's a video out, and this is years ago, and you're showing him, and he's going, uh, I don't check these bikes. I don't know what I'm
mhm,
doing. You know,
yeah,
now he's like, I just jump on them and whatever they had set it up for me, they set it up for me, and I go. You know,
hmm,
like Indian does. And now they have him as Mr. Test Rider. You know, like he knows the bike better.
yeah,
You know, because he's been
yeah.
on
He's
every kind of different bike. And
yeah. I feel like I mean, Jack is Jack. I mean, I can see him trying. Like, I gotta give everybody an A that's actually trying. Like,
yeah, mhm.
that's in there trying to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, and not just like, hey, it is what it is. This track is not my favorite track. I can't do anything. I'm just trying to just riding the bike just to ride it. And it's like, hell no, you got to figure it out. Like,
The whole thing is amazing. I mean, a second is a long time, is an enormous time in a qualifying, say, right? And you're going 4 miles around a track that has twists and turns and elevation changes, right?
and grip levels, yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Throw with them, from top to bottom. They're lucky. They're 1 second. All them guys.
Hmm.
How precise are they? Like if you put a
So,
quarter on the ground, they're all hitting that fucking quarter, same
right,
quarter.
right,
They're only the fast guy is only off having a little bit different line than the other guy.
right. I would
But
I
that
would think it would be closer. I mean, sometimes it's a tenth. What, the top three? Are the top three like a tenth off of each other? It's something close like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's amazing that they're even that close, on different bikes. So it's like it had to be something really minute to have an advantage. It's probably just about dialing it in. You got to dial it in, figure it out. What is it? Tires, whatever. There's so many
Yeah.
different things for you to change
Hmm.
uh to gain a second or a tenth.
Right.
So you have to kind of And maybe we just don't see that from him, from Pecco. They may show that with other riders, but I don't know. For some reason, we're not seeing that with him.
Yeah,
And
because you'll see it go. Oh, he's off 3/10 of a second. Like it's huge around one corner. Like, oh man, he's way off in that corner. He's 3/10 of a second.
that's
Can you
close.
imagine if they were clocking us going around here? Oh, he's 1 second. He's 2 seconds off this.
It'd
He's
be
5 seconds off this one.
4 seconds off.
Yeah.
And they're like,
But
yeah, you're not
4 seconds
going full
off the
throttle.
track. But has the track limits? No, 4 seconds off that just particular one corner.
Right. Right. So I mean that's close. It's tight. It's really tight. So yeah, what I feel like we saw a lot of I feel like I saw a lot of bash passing. Like I saw Marquez. Alex, I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
He bumping. I know rubbing is racing. I don't know how you feel about that. Like lifting other riders, like you know how they lift up out of the turn, like, hey, you know, somebody will bump you.
I
Yeah, I
don't.
don't
I
know.
believe in intentional hitting. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Mark I'm a Marquez fan, Mark Marquez fan because of his phenomenal skills. But when he has 1 foot and what he does, he sticks his nose in that one
Yeah,
foot bike expands and pushes the other bikes out.
you dive in,
You're bashing,
you
it's bashing.
dive in, and you lift them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I don't believe in that. Not at
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. That's not. I don't think that's
Like
clean. I
there
mean,
was
I get you touching other. You said what?
there was a resurgence of that today. You know why? I believe because the line once you got off the race line, it was so dirty. Everybody's fighting to stay on this little ass line,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to crash, so they're like jam themselves in to stay on the little ass line.
Right, right. But you push another rider out,
Yeah,
so I don't know. I feel like they should give that back. If you push another rider off the line, I
yeah,
feel like you should get that back and try it again. Versus you like say, hey, I dove in front of you and pushed you off the pass.
yeah.
It's like, geez, man, like that's not. I don't know. That's not clean to me, but
Yeah, not me neither.
um, I guess it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. To each his own.
I can see
Um,
accidentally somebody banging into each other. You know what I mean?
yeah,
2 pounds of shit in 1 pound bag. You'll have it from time to time. You know, somebody bangs, hit each other trying to get in. But that's a different story than doing it intentionally.
right.
And
And I
you
think
can't
you
say
called it.
somebody's doing it intentionally because they come up on the person and just go straight through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 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 no. Because I don't know. It's some riders I see them pass and it's just clean. It's like an art, a finesse to it. And then some riders they got to pass by bashing or they have to bump other riders to get past. And it's like, geez, man, like I get it, but geez, like I feel like it was a cleaner way to do that. I don't know, outside instead of diving inside, why not outside and whatever? I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think you called it, man. You said Pedro. I think you said Pedro, um, either first or second. I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. That was on
Crazy.
par.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's especially on Mandalika. Like I said, it's a dirty, slippery track, so everything's a guess.
Yeah, yeah. I get that. How some riders they're not familiar with this track because they only once a year.
Yeah.
Some tracks they're. I feel like everybody is strong. So the next race is Australia,
Hey,
and
does Best? There's another one. I'm curious. Does
mhm.
Best have an injury from that crash?
Not that I know of.
I
I
heard he
mean,
did.
we'll.
But they said that he's went into the injury mobility,
Mhm.
and he had an injury of some sort, but it didn't specify what it was.
Yeah, it's probably something minute because he just popped right up and just walked off. And I don't. Yeah, that bike, man, he was flipping. He was just rolling,
Oh,
rolling, rolling. The bike flipped in the air. I'm like, man, geez, that seemed rough, you know. But he has it. He
Aprilia is definitely fucking is the best bike or second best bike on the MotoGP circuit.
Mhm.
Best bike on the grid. Second best bike on the grid.
But I've noticed that he tucks his arms in so that they're not like frailing around and smack the ground. I don't know. I feel like that helps when you
Right.
tuck in so that your arms aren't just smacking the ground and breaking something or fracturing something else. So
Do you notice something? Like you look at the difference between Aprilia and Honda. Aprilia has a strong engineering department. Okay, and
mhm,
they made improvements leaps and bounds, and got where they're at today because they have a strong engineering department. Honda, it's been 4 years or 5 years, right?
mhm.
And then you think, they make it into a top 10 bike because they don't have the engineering. Engineering makes the best race bikes, period. That's how you make the best race bikes. And you ever notice that the companies have the best engineering, strongest engineering in racing, make the best production bikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like look at the Aprilia, that their production bikes are good. Ducati, phenomenal, best in the market. Um, I don't know about KTM. KTM's on, they're broke. So it's hard to
Yeah.
call because they have more dirt bikes than anything else.
Right.
But like Honda's, the production bikes are, you know, they're not, their reliability is going to shit. And well, Suzuki and Kawasaki, all of them
Yeah.
spiraled down. Yeah, and people are starting to realize it too. If you notice,
Mhm. Yeah, but
you know,
people love those Gixxers and the Kawasaki's. I don't know if it's because of a price thing or just I don't know what it is.
they had one before. It's a bunch of kids. They don't know any different.
Mhm. But a lot of people they're just straight line people. A lot of people who ride on the street are just straight line pulls, like,
Yeah,
no leaning, no none of that. So they're not even using the bike to the full, how it was made. You know,
yeah.
the- these bikes are made to be, leaned over in corners, turning, whatever,
The only people that they judge how good a bike is or bad a bike, they don't look at what's breaking. They look at how many times they got to take it to the shop. Like if they got to have a turn signal relay and a stator done, right, a new stator, to them that's
Mhm.
2 trips to the shop, which is worse than the Kawasaki with the you know
The
the, the
bearings.
the bearings all screwed up in the middle of the engine. Which is not the case. You'd much rather have a stator and a turn signal relay. That's nothing. That's
Yeah, that's nothing. A
yeah, that's
bearing, that's a whole
yeah,
you got to take the engine apart.
yes, and they didn't do it right. On top of that,
Yeah. So yeah,
so
that's horrible. That's horrible.
uh,
I'll take a stator
any day, right?
any day than a bearing. That's a whole a stator is what, 2-3 hours or something. A bearing, that's gonna take a month because you gotta get the part. If you do it right, you have to order the parts and everything. So
Take the thing
and
apart
you
and
gotta
put it.
tear it apart.
Yeah, tear it apart. Put the new bearings in there, and you got to put new bearings in, not
You're supposed to put
loosen them
new
up and
bearings.
tighten them back up again. That
Yeah.
it's on a bull.
You're
You've
supposed to
already
do that. Yeah. You're supposed to. Um So yeah, man, I need to see this in the next race. Some lead changes.
you're
We
all
need
about the.
lead changes. Yeah, yeah. I need to see people fighting for a win
You
versus
want
the
you want Marquez to sit it out. Marquez and Bez to sit it out for the next 3-4 races.
I don't know. I mean, Bez is he had to fight for that sprint. That sprint race, he had to
Well, that
fight
was the big.
Aldeguer.
Yeah, you only had 11 laps to make up eight places.
Yeah.
That was a problem with him.
Yeah, he was struggling.
Yeah, well, he was. Yeah, he was because he was eighth place. He had to pass all them people, and on a shit
Hmm.
track.
And he
It's not
did
like
he did that on the Aprilia, man. That Aprilia,
it's not
I
an
think
easy track. It's not an easy track to pass on because, like I said, you
no,
can
it's
stand
dirty.
at the line.
Yeah, this track is dirty. Once you get off the line, it's over with. That's
Right.
probably what happened. You get off line and you try to make the corner, and nope,
Nope.
that's it. You're off. You're off, and then you know you hit somebody. Luckily you're lucky if you don't hit somebody. But yeah, that's what happens.
Oh.
You're offline on this track. Um, but man, I think without Marquez, man, I think Aprilia would be on top. If Ducati didn't have Marquez, Aprilia would be.
I don't know because there's only
Oh,
one guy, but
yeah, yeah.
no,
Well,
because
Bez would be. Bez would be.
yeah, but the what should we call is still there. His brother is still ahead of Bez.
Yeah, but the brother, I don't know. I feel like he's like
He's
he
he's hit, he's hit and miss. You know that?
he's hit and miss. I feel like he's hit and miss. He's a little consistent, a little more consistent this year, but he's still hit and miss.
Yeah,
So
always
I
has
don't
been.
know. Yeah, I don't know. I think he would be. Yeah, he would be closer to. He'll be first, second, either first or second. So I don't know. Maybe next year we'll see. We'll see them up top.
True.
Aprilia. They just need. I think they need one more strong rider, and then
You know,
that's
a
it.
case I predicted this way back. I said when they conceded to FIM, I'm sure it was under duress, uh, to have the engine freeze.
Mm-hmm.
FIM froze all the European manufacturers' engines, which is absolutely bullshit. You know, this is racing for God's sake. I'm sorry, you're going too fast. Freeze your engines. Well,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What do you want me next? Put a fat girl in the back or something? You know,
that's how it goes.
yeah, who
That's
wants a
how it
big fat
goes.
in the back? Anyhow, uh,
Um, but yeah, so
doesn't make it right, buddy.
yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. So Phillip Island next.
Mm. You gotta love Phillip Island.
Hmm.
Every
I
time
think.
they come up that one crest, they
Oh
should have
yeah,
going up one crest and then coming down to the left. You
and then it
always
turns.
think somebody's gonna go down there. Yeah,
Hmm.
I always think somebody's gonna go whoop, get air, and go bloom.
Yeah. I like seeing that.
Yeah,
I like the elevation changes. You see like the how dialed in the bike is. They can go up, down, left, and it kind of stays planted.
yeah. Oh, see, I don't like I don't mind uphills if I'm going or flat. I do
Hmm.
not like downhill. The downhill then
Oh
hit a
yeah.
corner. I don't like that. Nope,
If
never
it's
did.
it's a funny feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Hey man, I think Bez is gonna win next race.
if he's healthy, yeah, he could. Yeah,
Yeah, it looked like he was good. He was in the box. After
you
that
can see
crash,
the thing turns the best. I think it handles better than anything out there. Even the handles
Aprilia.
better than body. Yeah,
Yeah,
handling wise, you got the best at handling. I say you got. Man, I say it's a toss up between the Aprilia and the Ducati, and then you got
KTM.
KTM.
Yeah,
Then you have I guess the Honda.
yeah. The Honda slowly coming up there.
I mean Japan, Yamaha.
They got to be aggressive. They can get up. They can get a podium. They just have to be real aggressive. They got to qualify well and just be aggressive without bashing.
Yeah, and Yamaha spent a good amount of money too. Let's not kid anybody.
Yeah, they top three. Well, not in the race. In the race, they were fighting for a podium. So
Yeah,
they're making improvements. I don't know if they're going to get one this year though. I'm not going to say that, but um, I feel like we're going to see Pedro and well Bez. I think Bez is going to win in Phillip Island, and Pedro's going to be second.
yeah. Pedro's been doing pretty damn well. I mean,
Hmm.
and he's trying his ass off. You can see it. It's not
Yeah.
there. There's a lot of fight in that dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah.
He's young, hungry.
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
he
they
comes
give
back
him.
again. He comes back like you said before. He comes back into them pits like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what I need. This is what I need to
Yeah.
change, and I'll be good. I can get a win. So I mean, he got. I wish he would have got the win, but
Yeah.
he's close. He's close. Well, no, he was 6 seconds off, but that's an improvement. I mean, he's on the podium. But next race, um, yeah, I'm going Bez, Pedro, and Aldeguer.
Ooh, you're like an Algar. Al, you think you're gonna have another run?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
He's six
assume.
seconds ahead.
Yeah, we'll assume Marquez is out. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Um, I won't call Bez because you know what? I'll jinx him. My
Yeah.
infamous jinxing powers.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go Pecco. Not
Oh
Pecco.
no.
No,
Oh
no.
no.
Excuse me. I
Wait.
pull that back. Um,
Oh man.
Pedro. Yeah,
You
Pedro.
know. You know what it. I think. I think maybe
Pedro
Casey
Acosta.
did something to him.
Huh?
Because he was in Japan, Casey was there and trying to coach him or whatever. Maybe he just needs a ride coach.
Well, I don't like Casey Stoner. I just
Oh
wrong way.
man. Well, you're gonna see a lot of them next race. You're gonna see a lot of Casey.
Pecco, and by the way, Pecco fell when wasn't that the strangest thing? Look at it again. He like
Mm.
fell in slow motion. Did you notice that? It was like
He probably already knew. He already
he
knew
still
it was
had
gonna happen.
dunk.
And he was at the back too, so he was just like F it. I think he didn't want to retire. I think he wanted to retire, but
Like it fell
he didn't
down and
want to
didn't even
retire.
slide forward. Just went dunk.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh, too bad. So sad. Oh man. Oh man, the front's gone.
What do you know?
Yeah, he was in the very back. I think he wanted to pull in the pit, but he couldn't. You can't just give up. I'm rewatching it. Yeah, he just fell on the ground. Like, hey, I guess that's it. Yep.
Yep, all over.
So yeah, no. I don't know about that one. You're gambling with choosing him.
Oh no, I'm not. I said I stand it corrected. I'm Pedro Costa.
So Pedro, you think Pedro's gonna win the race?
Yeah.
Okay, who's second?
Um,
Honda.
oh no, I'm gonna go because it's a real twisty track and he does well all the time. Uh, Quartararo.
Quartararo. Not Jack. You not going Jack?
No, I'm gonna go Quartararo, and then
Oh,
who's my third? Man, I'll go. Marquez. Alex Marquez.
Alex Marquez. So you're going Pedro, um, Fabio, and Alex.
Yeah.
Mm. I want to go Jack. I want to throw Jack in there.
Well, just a sentimental thing.
Yeah, yeah. Home track. It gives you extra horsepower when you're at home.
Oh, can you see they signed Jack because because Quartararo wanted him. You know that, right?
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, they said Quartararo said I want Jack in here with me as a partner.
Hmm.
He did because he asked him to.
Yeah.
Can you see if they ask him that they sign up Jack and then Quartararo takes the powder? Wouldn't that be a dirty trick?
Takes powder. What do you mean?
Takes the powder, takes off. He goes to another team.
Hey, yeah. I mean, hey, yeah. You gotta. They gotta give these. If you got a star rider You got to give them whatever they need.
It just hit me when they said he hasn't won a race since 2022. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. He was champion in 21,
Yeah.
but now you can't even get on the podium
I
in
mean,
3 years.
and there's what 30 races a year now. I mean, come on.
That's showing you how far this bike is off,
Yeah.
how behind it is. So the first things first is you gotta get on par
Yeah.
with
Mac and I
everybody
were
else.
saying that the Mac and I were saying that the inline four had to go when he won the title.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
We
oh
were
yeah.
saying, we said that was not a win
That was a
for
Fabio. Fabio won
that
that.
was a Fabio win. That was not a Yamaha win in
Oh
20.
no, 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 no. No. Because it wasn't like he was you can tell it was him. You can tell it was him. Cause then who else was it? Franco? Franco was over there. Franco was nowhere near Fabio.
No, I know. Yeah, it was Franco, and he was.
He was way off. So
He,
no, that wasn't the bike at all.
right.
But yeah, first things first, they need to get on par with the V4 and then just develop. I would throw everything at it next year. I would bring it in this year, even if it's what we got 4 more races. Throw it in, let it run 4 races.
Yeah, I throw everything at it from that right now. I mean,
Throw everything right now. Yep. Yeah.
you're not going to do anything with inline four. The auto
Mhm.
industry couldn't do anything with inlines. From a certain point on. So I don't think we're going to do it either. Okay, they got a
Yeah.
lot more money behind them.
See, and then they can't. They're saying that they have to share data, but you can't even use the other riders or manufacturers' data because they're on different bikes. They're on different engines, right?
Right.
A V4 line is different than the inlines
Yeah,
race line.
it's a whole new kettle of
So
fish.
you can't even use the data that they have. So
Mm,
you bring in the V4, now you can kind of compare the data.
right. Yeah.
So
Most of the day, I remember saying this when they always complain about the 8 bikes with Ducati. As you can see, they didn't really make a difference with the 8 bikes or 6 bikes or 3 bikes are
right,
down.
it's too much.
Yeah, they're just good. They're not wasn't the number of bikes they had, um, but with with development when they had a 2000 the 2022 2023 or say 2023 2024 you really can't use much transfer between the years like you can't get data from a 23 and put it on a 24.
No, it's a different
That's a
bike.
transfer. It has to be like bike like year.
Yep.
So if you have eight
Same
bikes,
part.
half of them are 1 year and half of them the other, you really only have 4 bikes.
Right.
It's like
Right.
that.
You can't use all of it. You can't use all
Yeah.
that data because it's not you can't compare them.
Yeah. You
So
know,
yeah, they
different
need to
tires, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. So yeah, no, they got to bring that in if they want to win. That's if they want to win. They probably I don't know. They may not want to win. They may just be waiting till 27 when
Yeah,
everything changes.
right now.
Well, Fabio wants to win. Fabio wants to
Yeah.
win. They want to just, hold on until next or 27.
Yeah.
So,
They've already did. See, I think they've already committed to paying out the wazoo for their mistake.
mhm.
It's pretty embarrassing when they were saying to everybody that the V4 is not dead, and it was.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that V4 is dead, V4 is dead. And they're like, no, no, no. We have 4 different aspects we can take.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
4
Right.
dead aspects.
Right. We got 6 iterations we got to try.
Generations. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, that's too many. Why do you have 6 of them? Just
Then they
change
threw
the
off.
body. That's like the guys that they take a parallel twin turbocharge it versus getting a V4 or
Yeah,
not a V4 but just a 4-cylinder or whatever. Just get the leader bike. Why throw a turbo and all other stuff on a slower bike? Why try to? Yeah, you're gonna
I
spend it.
bought it.
You're gonna
No,
spend the
I
same
bought it
amount.
just for shits and giggles, but it wasn't. I turned a Buell Firebolt,
Hmm.
and I put 1420 cc's into it, and then put an underslung turbo because the bike handled phenomenally. It's the best handling bike for 2006 of any bike. Okay,
Hmm.
but it eventually it just the where the V is, the bottom of the crack,
Right. Hmm.
yeah, the V is in the cases, they cracked.
Oh,
I got the 200 horsepower on it, and it just cracked.
see.
And you can't weld it, because all you have is these two big, huge cylinders blasting explosions. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
that
boom,
thing's gonna
boom,
blow up.
boom,
Yeah,
boom.
it's just gonna
Yeah,
blow up, man.
yeah.
Unless you keep the pressure low. What if
Oh, it
the
freaked me out. Then you don't have enough horsepower because
yeah, it
the
can't handle
Honda
that.
engine, it's an antique for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's like popping up a Model T
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
When I remember a guy I beat him on a ZX10, and he was just swore there was the nitrous oxide on there. I was like, "There's it's a turbo, but there's no nitrous. There's nitrous on there too. Can't
There's
be.
nitrogen.
You know what I mean? You got
Yeah.
power." I said, "Yeah, because the bike doesn't weigh anything either.
Right. Yeah.
The fuels are very light. The
Is that's that does the Buell have a tubular frame or is it a regular?
No, it has this huge. It has gas. The gasoline actually goes into this frame.
Ah man. See, yeah.
Yeah, it has these. It's like a box section aluminum.
Hmm.
But it's closed off so you can fill it with gas.
Oh
Gas.
man, yeah. That's kind of cool, man. Yeah, see, I gotta get one of those.
No.
He
If you
said no.
get parts,
Hmm.
that's coming from me.
That's that's why you have multiple. You get multiple, so then you can wait on parts and ride the
I
other.
can see you're gonna be real happy when somebody says, "Oh, it's gonna be 6 to 9 months before we get." That's what
Jeez.
they tell you. And okay,
Hmm.
I heard people waiting a year for a fucking part.
That's crazy.
You know,
Yeah. You gotta order everything in advance. Say I need stator, I need everything, all the maintenance, the
right?
routine maintenance items.
So,
So
what
yeah,
can
yeah,
you do?
yeah.
You still think your Triumph 660 Daytona is that's a
That may be first. I may have to get that first, and then
By the way, did you notice the underslung exhaust on that? That looks very, very sharp.
oh Triumph.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to look at that. That's on my list.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But
Well,
yeah, man.
it's
Hmm.
a jump from the R7. You can tell that. It has more horsepower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
triple.
fun bike though, man. That's a if anybody wants to get into riding, I think
It's a
I
good
think
beginner bike.
I think it's a beginner bike, man. If you're responsible, if you're not trying to be evil Knievel or a stunt rider or something, it's a good bike.
I was looking forward to the DR9, but then that one really
No,
disappointed.
no, yeah, no. I haven't heard anything good about that bike.
I've ridden one, and I was like,
He's like, no,
so,
yeah,
what do
no,
you say to somebody? Yeah, it's a okay.
yeah. I haven't heard anything. That's the crazy part.
You know,
Yeah.
that's another one. They're like, yeah, well, it could make somebody happy. Oh well.
Yeah, somebody out there will want one and enjoy it. I'm sure, but yeah, no, no.
Yeah, it's
Um,
milk toast. I call it.
you said what?
I call it milk toast. It's
Milk
milk toast.
toast?
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. Yeah, that's probably what it is, you know. So yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, on that note, I mean, we'll wrap it up, man, and we'll
We'll wrap it up, folks.
enjoy some more racing in
So
October. So
yes, if you have any questions, mechanical or anything like that, because you can always. We do know bikes too. So.
yeah, or part suppliers. We need to band together and on these
Oh, I
part
know parts. I'm,
suppliers.
I'm the parts man. I can because
Yeah, man.
insomnia keeps you really good
Yeah,
at parts.
we got to drop that in the comments or something, man. These parts it's ridiculous to get parts like lead times and whatnot.
It's like I tell you a good reference. If you have a Ducati or a Aprilia or an MV, um, my GP Racing, Alex Bitton, he's been doing this for 30 years, and that guy will go bend over backwards to get your deals through. You know, I mean, to
Yeah.
get your part. You know, and if you don't see anything on the site, he'll find it for you. You know, like, hey, I need this. Can you get it for me? Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He'll search the world over for you, and his
Okay.
price is good too. So it's not you're not paying through the nose for it or anything like that.
Right.
So
Okay. My GP Racing.
my GP Racing.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. In the comments, European brands and parts. There you go.
Yeah.
So easy enough. Yeah, man. On that note, man, we'll see everybody in the comments. I go through them. We go through them. So we'll see you guys in the comments.
Hasta la vista.
Adios.